How's it going, guys? So I was hoping to make this video just a tad bit sooner than this, but I'm just getting around to it now, and here it is. It's going to be a simple thank you to Instructor Bensei and to all of the people that have come over here from his community over to my tiny little corner of YouTube, and a welcome to you guys. And that's all this is going to be. I'll get to twirling in just a little bit my own noodle with a rock at the end of it, or spike in this case. By the way, that terminology, I love that way of putting. I would have never thought to call a meteor hammer a noodle with a rock at the end of it, and it goes seamlessly into something I want to talk about just a little bit. If you happen to be coming across this video later, just know that that's what this was. This was kind of a historical little moment of growth for my channel, and now I'm just kind of showing gratitude for that. All right, so Instructor Bensei, yes, thank you very much. That's the main message. And the other thing I want to talk about is, speaking of noodle with a rock at the end of it, that goes seamlessly into a point I want to make about you just make this very niche craft so approachable and so accessible to the greater sphere, right? Like, you really brought this thing out into the public unlike anybody I've ever seen. I've been doing this for about 15 years now. I got started at 18 years old, and I'm about to go on 33. And I got started because I really like that ball and chain scene in Kill Bill. That was basically what kickstarted my meteor hammer interest, right? That was a long time ago, and trying to research anything online about it or find the online community, there was one, but it just was not very big yet. I mean, there wasn't nearly as much going on in that. It was just still a very niche thing. Not much content on YouTube either. Some, but just not much. It was a long time ago. But in all of that time, I have never seen anybody take it by storm like you, Instructor Bensei, if you are watching this. Not only do I want to thank you, but I want to, really give praise where I feel like it's due. This is a hard thing to do, and it is a serious thing to do. Like, if you can do this, it really shows, both in a traditional sense and in the modern flows. It shows that you are willing to put in the time and learn a real skill. I mean, this is not, it's not like other weapons. It's definitely a steep learning curve with this. It's easy to kind of get the basics under you, but to really understand it and to really get good at it, it just takes a long time. So first, Instructor Bensei, in the years that you've been doing this, just since COVID, if I understand correctly, you, in such a short time, have gotten amazing. You've taken this skill to amazingly high levels. You are so awesome at it, and it just shows. And I want to respect the hundreds and hundreds of hours you clearly put into this craft. First and foremost, I respect anybody that they dedicate to something, they get good at it. I respect anybody that does that with any skill. And since I know specifically how hard this skill is to learn, I respect anybody that can do it well. So Instructor Bensei, first and foremost, I want to give you full credit for your skill, your devotion, your dedication, and credit for how approachable you make it. In all these years, I've never seen anybody make it as approachable as you do. Like, not that I'm not particularly like out in the rope dart community. Maybe I will be at some point, but I never really dove headlong out into the world of this in real life. I've definitely quite a bit of the online interaction, was on the Rope Dart Tech Facebook group, and all the stuff that's here on YouTube, and there's a few other little things here and there. I never really was out into the community, but I do know that 15 years ago there just was not much going on. I mean, not nearly like what's going on today. You make this very niche, tough craft approachable to everyone. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that as well. This is such a cool thing, and just like you say, everybody should try it. You don't have to be this, martial arts master to do it or anything like that, because I didn't have any martial arts foundation back then. The meteor hammer, in fact, kick-started my entire martial arts journey. Everything I've done since then, both officially and unofficially, started because of the meteor hammer. I mean, I didn't do anything seriously before that, so... yeah, so you make it approachable, and just one example I want to bring up is the fact that you made it wheelchair accessible. Like, that's probably the most shining example of why I think you're so awesome and you just deserve all the praise that you get, and then some, is that you sat down in a chair and literally figured out everything you could do if you're chairbound. And when I first saw those videos, I won't lie, I was tearing up. Like, you brought love to this thing. You made it approachable for everyone, and anybody that could do anything with it, you encouraged them to do it. I've never seen anybody do this, make it that approachable and that lighthearted and that fun to. I mean, even if they're not planning on doing it, you just make it fun to watch. You make it fun to listen to. You make it fascinating. You make it interesting. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that follow that are just there because of that, because it's very cool. And some people are writing about characters and their fantasies or whatever that wield these weapons, and you inform them that in that way too. So you just deserve all the credit that you get, and I cannot thank you and praise you enough for doing what you've done for this craft, and for getting so amazingly good at it in a relatively short time. Yeah, you're awesome, and thank you. As far as a collaboration would go, I don't know anything about collaborating. I don't have an Instagram or anything like that. Any of the, the stuff that the Game Boys, social media, Tic Tacs, and Insta books or whatever. I just have my little YouTube channel. So anyway, we can make a collab work. I would totally be down, as long as we can line it up schedule wise. Awesome. I think it'd be fun. I'd love to talk to you. Definitely probably come see you sometime. I don't know when, but that would be a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you for your shout out. Thank you for bringing people over, and the next thing I want to say will be towards you, the new subscribers. You guys, I greatly appreciate you. My subscriber count has doubled. It's doubled, more than doubled. I had about just over 800, and now I have over 1,800 or 1,700 or something like that. Anyway, so it's more than doubled, substantially more than doubled. It's a little scary, I'm not going to lie, because I was planning on kind of really having a small community forever. I mean, it's still a small community, but it's a bigger small community, and I greatly appreciate you coming over here, showing me some love, and I hope you like my content. So this is also a welcome to you guys. I don't just do Meteor Hammer and Rope Dart content. I'd say my channel is probably half that, but half other stuff too, right? I practice with swords, I practice other flexible weapons, I do just a lot of other miscellaneous things. I do the occasional historical martial arts video. Maybe you've seen, some of my stuff with that, the, Shuang Shoujian manual from the Ming Dynasty. I don't know, just whatever. I do a number of different things. This channel is just a place where I put whatever the heck I feel like, but it will mostly be Rope Dart, Meteor Hammer content, tutorials, etc. So yeah, just stay tuned. It won't be all this, but I hope you like what I've got to offer. So yeah, lastly, I'll close out with a little bit of a twirling here. Take this opportunity to show off this cool rope dart too that I recently got off eBay. It is a handmade spring steel, beautiful design, about 14 ounces of scorpion awesomeness. And this is a way that I wear it here. I call it the satchel way of wearing that I just came up with myself. And it doesn't come out as readily as like certain body harnesses, but you take it off and you simply pull out these knots and you're good to go. So I'll close out with just a little bit of play. So yeah, this is 14 ounces. So it's definitely on the traditional heavier side for a rope dart, which, give or take, is usually a little bit lighter than a meteor hammer. Although not always. You definitely have heavy darts and light hammers. But this has been just an awesome rope dart. And just these sounds that it makes. It's got substantially bigger rings than a lot of my other rope darts, because I think they're handmade too. And one thing I always look for in a good piece like this is the fact that the hole is nice and far away from any of the edges. So, of course, there's no chance of it wearing out to that point anyway, even though that'll probably never happen. But, when you put a lot of power and snap on your shots, the rings wear and the hole wears. So it's really well made, and thick. I don't think that's ever going to happen. So Anyway, so yeah, that's all this was, just a thank you and a welcome to my new subscribers, and I hope you guys have fun here. I look forward to continuing to make content. I'm going to make a lot more tutorials to come and other stuff I'll just probably admittedly sometimes do on a whim, so hope you're along for the ride. Thank you. Thank you, Instructor Bensei. Thank you, new subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye-bye.